Sawadika. Hey, thanks for everyone for coming today. I know outside it's raining heavily and then it's still very early on Saturday morning. So very nice to have everyone here. And then, so the topic today that I'm talking about is going to be the new retails and new shopping experience. Just a quick, very small because I don't want you guys to read my profiles. And then I'm Hansa Wongsiripitack. I'm working in Central Retails Group. We are one of the biggest retails in Thailand and cover in the different life stage and lifestyle of the consumer in Thailand and also in Europe and in Vietnam. And then I'm working under the teams. We do the customer group. And then if you guys might know about the One Card, have you everyone here as a member of the One Cards here? If not yet, you can contact me at the backside and then we can do the registration for you. So for us, we're working under for the customer more than 1/5 of the Thailand population in Thailand that are our memberships. So today I'm going to be talking about what we are moving forward in terms of retail and shopping experience. A little bit introductions that you know that in retails, it's very, very it's very hard that, right now the competition is very, very changed. The landscape has been changed in terms of massive era of the total change in the channels and also the fast pace of technologies. And definitely the competitions between the physical retails and the e-commerce. And the e-commerce, they are very, in terms of superior proposition over the physical retail. You know that the previous session, they're talking about the Alibaba, eBay, Taobao, Tmall, and everything. For those kinds of things, they get a very high positioning in two perspectives. The first perspective in terms of customer view of the value propositions, and also the stock value in terms of investor mind. So in this case, we're not facing only the competition from the e-commerce side, but now today, we're also facing the competitions in the parts of, anything that's sharing the leisure time of the customer. It can be concert, it can be the music, it can be, the Sunday market at the outdoor, and also even the Instagram story that people keep on spending the time seeing the feeding, what happenings, and then they're shopping through the Instagram story. So this is the thing that's happening on the retail side. And for the consumer side, they have a lot of change in terms of, digital and technologies, and especially from the mobile. And also, the channel has been changed and disrupt all the customer journey. And then the way that's happening is that it's also create the new demands for them. The customer have the new demands and also have the new level of expectations. So in this case, it's create, a new call. It's a call that asking the new question for us. So what's next for the retails? And as we know, you might heard about this kind of quote from Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein mentioned that if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, it is called insanity if you expect the different results. So the same thing happening for the retail industry. We cannot keep doing the same things. The only one thing that we can do is to rewrite the future. And to rewrite the future is two things in terms of new definitions of retails and also the new shopping experience. And we're talking about the first part on the new definition of the retails. To redefine the new retails, the thing happening is that to redefine the retails, the things happening is that it's no longer see things as a physical and see things as e-commerce anymore. Everything has to be combined. And you cannot see the retails as a single channels or even the multiple channel. It has to be the omni-channel where the integration of offline, online, and logistics is come together. And in this case, to redefine the retails, here at Centrals, what we are doing, we're not going just only do some kind like only, change a little bit or replacing the things. We build the new thing. We build the things that we call the new central, new economy. What does it mean for the new central and new economy? We kind of like rewrite our history and create a new future in order to create the lifestyles and service retailing to the customer. So today I will bring just only 3 little things about what we have starting building inside our central group. And what we do is a huge thing because the central group is very huge and that we do all these things across the organization. So let's start the first topic that we have been changed. we have to start from the customer first. So the way that we do about the customer, we call this kind of thing that we call single view customer. What does it mean in terms of single view customer? You know that we have a lot of business unit. You might go to, visit us in the central department store. You might go to Robinson department store. You might buy something for your new home in Thai Vastutu. Or you even go to the convenience store in the family marts. And that's the way that previously at the previous, the way that we see our customer, we see on the transaction base in the silo way. We see customer in each business unit, and we see them through only transaction data. But the new things that we have been built, we have reduced the things that we call customer excellence. The customer excellence, we do things with the big data that we have. And the big data that we do, we starting from expansions, cleansings, and we'll do modelings, and then also we put more in terms of analytics and predictive models, all analytics together capability to build the things that we call single view customer. I bring the example to explain you what we have been done in terms of we take a look on the customer in a new way. For example, we have one customer go to Centrals, and then this customer has been buying a lot of high-end beauty products. But she never bought anything, from mom and kids product. This is the way that we will see our customer in this way, in the first silo. And then we shift to top supermarkets. Another customer, she go to visit Tops once a month. And she buys only, diapers and milk powder. You know how we see as a silo? We will call her as a mom with the infant kids, right? And this is a way that we see customer in the second silo. And the third silo, the customer go to Central World, for example, for the shopping mall, and then she bought a fashion stuff, a different brand, but a very low spend. We might take a look at her and this facing. So we see customer in 3 persons based on the transaction and behavior that they did in each business unit. And the way that we do single view has been scrap things and change the way that we see customer as one. So when we see the customer in the perspective of central group as a whole group, it's totally changed the way we see them. And actually, this is the same person who actually just visit the different business unit of us, but then they just have a different patterns. But with the way that we do the cleansings and modelings, and the way that we put the predictive and then abilities a lot in terms of data scientists in it, which actually we build inside our organization. This is actually the customer that go to different business unit of us, and then actually she's a wealthy mom with the kids. So then again, and then we even analytics, and get analysis in terms in depth that how we see her in the way that we can do things more just only see her in the basic information. So she actually, in terms of central group, she's a VIP. And then she has a kids, under 1 year old. So based on her pattern of buying on terms of a beauty product, she an anti-aging concern type of person, and she missing the eye cream if she's the one who actually interested in anti-aging because she only buy the cream. And then it might be the time of product cycle that it's time to replenish her creams and also her cleansings. And then, but the one thing that's very important in this case when we look at the customer in this way, we found out the opportunity in business. We found that they have a low spending, that she didn't spend much in terms of the kid categories, food categories, and fashion categories. So this kind of thing, this information about single view that we have invested a lot in terms of big data has been changed. It's a game changer for the whole group in terms of how we treat customer in a different way. Because right now, for example, in this case, we see her as a single person like this, not 3 persons as the beginning. After with the enrichment, we see her as a single view profile, one profile per one customer. We can give her as a seamless experience throughout the central group. And then as we have 14 million customers right now, we see every single customer as one person per one DNA. So this is the new way that we change the way we see our customer. And what is the implication for the business? You see that I mentioned about 3 business units that we have been work with the same customer. So for example, in Central, they have opportunity to offer the product and service about mom and kids that they know she has a kids. And also in Tops, once they know that she has a very high wealth score and she's our privileged customer, they can offer the high level and something different in terms of products and then healthy products. And also for CPN, they can offer something previous service that they, if we just only see the customer as a silo, we never be able to know that. So this is just the brief explanation of the single wheel customer, but I have to say that we do a lot and we put a lot of effort on this in order to make sure that we see customer as one in terms of the one central group and the one person, one DNA. And the second part is that to give after the customer, we ourselves have to change in terms of how we see ourselves to offer this experience to customer. Central group and the one, we create something that we call new lifestyle customer platform. What does it mean in this case? If you know that currently, for the ones, we are, closed loop loyalty program that, offer something, only shopping based inside our group. But in the future, to make a new central new economy, the way that we did it, we expand, we make a collaboration, we create the new connection with outside partner by we using the customer as a strength. We have a circle of work of the customer, a circle of our friends, a circle of financial, and we will be part of their life in the circle of lifestyle by using a power of the whole network of the central group together with a partnership that will gonna be happen now and also in the near future. And to explain and then show these kinds of collaboration and platform to connect with the customer behavior in the new way, we need something physical that can touch. The physical things that we're gonna launch in the very very near soon, we build the new platform into the formats of always on digital lifestyle platform. As you know right now that you can earn and burn royalty point through to the card. Or maybe you have to go to the counters and then told to our counter staff that what is your mobile phone number, and then it's only focused on shopping. But now we build and then we're going to launch soon on the one application. That the application will be representative in terms of lifestyle platform that gives you the mobility interactive, and then you do everything with the real times. And then the things that happening is that we're going to give you the new experience from new features that can uplift the current pain point and also create a new omnichannel experience. For example, you can have the real-time point check, point redemptions, and also have the personalization in terms of rewards as well, because we know you as a person. We know that what actually you like or what actually you should getting more offer than another one in case instead of you get everything in the junk process. And also this kinds of thing will be expand more than just only shopping, because we start cover you see you more in terms of lifestyle, not just only we see you as we are the shopping retailer. So in terms of the platform, the mobile app will be available to launch soon in I think in the next month. So you're looking forward to change and then you upgrade and then you can do everything on mobile. And also we just not start just only the basic feature, because we're gonna have more in terms of new experience. For example, parking reservation on mobile phone. So after this, you do a parking in our building through the mobile phone. You can have the visual search that if you want to find some product, you can scan from the mobile app, and then you can find the product where it's available in central group, for example, and all the chatbot, the shopping assistance, on-demand service, and anything else will be add and build and upgrade all the times through the platform that help you more connect and interactive to us. So why we do this? This is just only the few things that we build, but I think I try to collect the things and direct to the topic that we can talk today. And then I think ultimate goals, every retailers and everyone who work in this industry, what we want is we want to create the new customer experience, because everything is already changed. We cannot just let them go to physical store, do the same thing anymore. So all the customer experience that we build is more about, in terms of connecting their profile, connecting themselves and what they need together, what we have, and then expand more in terms of covering into the lifestyle. And then after this, the future of the customer experience will not only limited into the buttons and then in the screen, but it will be more immersive. It will be more something that people can anticipate, and we can see something that beyond that what they can do. For example, the experience that, from basic experience that I mentioned about earn and burn everywhere, and then personalizations, then we can connect and expand more in terms of, different things about, fun and engaging, that when you go to our building or even shopping online experience that happen. Because we're going to enrich in terms of seamless, on and offline. You can pick and pack, and then you can even order from the online and then ask to pick up at the store. And then everything is up to you. It's not about up to us anymore that how we're going to decide. Everything is going to be up to you, and use the mobile app as a connecting and keep you on, keeping on the same thing. So then ultimate goal, what we want to create for you guys is about the lifestyle convenience that keep you, living the way that you want, but then be having us as a part of you. And then the final thing is about the immersive shopping experience that we will add more, going to the trend. We here at the Startup Thailand, we see a lot of things happening when we see a lot of the technologies happening. But as we are the Thai companies, we know that we have to know the best, what is the best fit and what's the best offer to our customer. And that's the way that we will decide what we're going to launch in each stage. And eventually, to summarize all the things, because there's a lot of things that I can mention at this stage, but within 15 minutes, I think if you just recap what we do in terms of building the new central, the new economy, the first and most important thing is the big data that we see customer as a single wheel. We create a new customer lifestyle platform that we just unlock the opportunity just only limit in our circle. We connect and we collaborate with other partnerships, and then we create something, build the new mobility platform in the format of mobile app that you can connect and you can unlock the possibility to do things in your life. And then finally, it's about what kinds of definition. I go back to my topics and then the question that I said, that what kinds of how to realize the new future of the retails. I just come up with the new words talking about the transcendence retail. We elevate and then we write the new thing that keep customer moving on. And then I think the key words for the central group that we want to do is that we want customer to be themselves. We want to know, but we learn and we go more with them. And then we create the new kinds of commerce based on, what actually they need and create a new ecosystem together with the customer. So hopefully, I know it's quite quick and quite brief, the thing that we can tell, but I think you please keep follow up what's going to be next from the central group, because we're going to have the new things coming up, launch in a new different way that you might not expect that it come from central. And then we have a very high commitment to deliver the best customer experience to the user in Thailand, in globally. Hope you enjoy the sessions and thank you so much.
ค่ะขอเสียงปรบมือดังๆให้กับคุณหันษาวงศ์สิริพิทักษ์ด้วยค่ะขอบคุณมากนะคะ